Hi guys, I know it's a really important week and I totally intended to be doing readings today, but something was drawn to my attention locally in Minnesota, and I don't live in big towns. I live in tiny towns on the Mississippi River, like below Minneapolis, and I knew things would happen this week just because of the alignments that would put us in situations where we needed to take a stand for what was right in our life. So I trust that you guys are having that happen in your lives as well. Sudden changes, sudden realizations, sudden truths would be revealed, in which Mars would demand action of you. So I certainly wish you all the most delightful journey as that goes. I wanted to talk to you a little bit upon what's going on in my tiny area, because I think that a lot of things, especially like in smaller towns, just don't make the news. So there is like some white supremacist rallies going on, like with big trucks, and people are being told to bring their conceal and carry guns, and I just cannot tolerate that. I know I'm just a mom and a practicing Buddhist, so I actively seek unity and peace, but at the exact same time, I also know that my grandpa told me stories about his army division being the first ones on the scene for Dachau concentration camp, and how terrible that was, and how that was allowed to happen because of the fear of the German people, the German locals, for speaking up, because the Nazis did have guns. And I'm not afraid to show up there as a peaceful protester, because like unjust killings have been happening in our country since this country was founded. And if I don't show up there in body peacefully with no weapons, and giving, you know, a feeling of unity and love, then I am letting fear rule my life and letting these atrocities happen. And I cannot do that. Like, that is not the world that I want my children or your children to inherit. And I know a lot of people don't want to be involved, and that's okay, because you will all find your own path. There are so many people, no matter if your path is like sterilizing things so that everybody's safe from corona, or if your path is just like, you know, being a teacher to our kids right now, or being one of the divine healthcare workers. Like, everyone has their own path, but I don't feel like I cannot show up there, especially as a white woman. I don't think that we should make our Black brothers and sisters fight this fight alone. We are all humans, and since I feel this love and unity in my heart, I must act on it. And I'm not afraid at all, because I do feel like God and the universe is on my side, and that just the showing of bodies in a peaceful manner will show these people that this will never be tolerated here again, ever, ever. But I'm very concerned, because it is, you know, showing up in small towns in the north, in Minnesota nice. So this really needs to be nipped in the bud. So that is what is on my mind today. I thought I needed to express that all to you, just because we're all finding our place this week. We're all finding our truth this week. We're all finding our path this week. I mean, I don't think you need my cards to tell you what your path is, because you're going to get some truths too. They're going to have you take action. And you're going to feel that it's truly right in your heart. You're going to know what is best. And what is best for you is going to make you feel empowered. And don't get me wrong, I am going to more than social distance. I am going to wear a mask because I really respect the trauma that our healthcare workers have been through. Being so overworked and seeing people die like over and over again. And that's just my truth that I found from my facts. So yours can be different, and I will be totally accepting of that. But I am going to do it in a safe manner, in a peaceful manner. But I do feel like this can't be tolerated again, and it won't be tolerated again. So that's where I'm going on Saturday. And I just think that it's really time. And I knew something else was coming besides Corona. I never expected that it would be racist in my area. Like, I didn't ever expect that. I have a transgender son, so I do know that people are uncomfortable with what they don't know. So I know from that aspect how he has been, not judged as a person. And I know that there is, in the town that I'm going to, like a huge Blacklivesmatter movement that is really beautiful, but I feel like that's why these are showing up there, and that can't be tolerated. And it just shouldn't be our Black brothers and sisters out fighting this fight. It is really our time to repay some karma of our ancestors as white ethnicity in this country, to say what we feel in our hearts. And there's been so much damage done by our ancestors. It is time for us to right those wrongs. So that's what I'm going to be doing, and I am going to be so happy to be there and so loving. And if you want me to read cards, I will. But I'm hoping that just showing up in masses will let people know in this area that that won't be accepted. And I'm hoping in your areas that you never see this go on ever again, because enough is enough on all levels. On all levels. Like, at this point, we have no reason, even if we have differences, to feel hate. And I know that's a learned response. So I'm just hoping that coming together and talking and not bringing weapons and not yelling or screaming or doing any of those things, and not feeling the need to be fearful, even though I do know there will be people there with concealing carries. I also have a lot of trust in the universe, in God, in spirit, that this is the right thing. I have a lot of trust in our local police force, and I know that that has been doubted in some areas, but we can't judge all people on singular people's actions. And I think that goes in all aspects. Like, just because a person that did horrendous things was this color or this job or this, you know, religion or whatever, or lack thereof, doesn't mean that all people in that group are that same person. And I think that those that have been persecuted understand that the most. So my truth this week is that I am going to break up a white supremacist rally with peace, which is kind of fun. But right now we're creating the world that we want our kids to inherit. And I want my kids to inherit a world of love, of not seeing colors and not seeing religions and not seeing sexual preferences and not seeing anything like that, just seeing people and knowing that you can disagree with people and still offer them love and peace. Because we're never going to have the same attitudes or political views or anything like that, but we are all still humans. So I'm hoping that, I know that a lot of you share that same heart. But I'm excited to see what truths come out for you guys this week and what amazing, incredible realizations are coming up in your life. But for me, even if I am a white single mom of 4 kids that happens to die at a random white supremacist rally, then that was a life well lost, because I was standing up for the souls of so many other people that have been killed because of hate or violence, and just my life lost will be standing up to so many other people that have died before me, and I just think it's time to peacefully show up. Just show up, I guess. So whatever you're being called to do in your life, I am wishing you so much light and love as you just show up on that journey, and I'm so excited for you guys because you guys totally have this. So I will try and get some readings in, definitely, and I will definitely tape the rally on Saturday, because I'm not afraid. I am quite sure in my heart that when people see that there is enough people that care about literally all lives, that we're willing to show up even when the other side says they have guns, I'm pretty sure this is going to get nipped. So, peace and love to you all, and I will see you soon.